I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. Call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Valdez. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Looking to throw. Valdez. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dumps it off to Fournette. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Buccaneers 7, Falcons 0.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw. Valdez. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Going underneath for Matthews. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Bateman over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fournette, a first down carry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. To throw on 2nd down. Valdez looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Buccaneers 17. Falcons, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down, Valdez. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down at 7. Back to throw here. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing on first down, Valdez. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On second down, this is Madison. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Valdez. He'll get this one to Galladay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Valdez. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 1. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Open target here is Matthews. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Valdez looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They go play action here on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Valdez. He dumps it off to Matthews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Check, 45's the mic. So we got man. 45's the mic.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing. But
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
7 yards to pick up there. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Valdez, he's got it to Matthews, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On first down, Valdez. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Valdez got his man there, complete to Gallup. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not to the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Pushing his way through, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him?
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now for the point after. Oh, they pitched to the tight end. It's a fake.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
I can't believe you let you play. I can't believe it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.